Boomers and Zoomers, super welcome to today's video. Guys, today we're doing the most requested review I ever had on this channel. So what do you say? Let's do this. And today's double sandwich on the grill is no other than the highly praised AAA, I mean Total Conversion Doom mod Ashes 2063. You might have noticed I said double sandwich instead of meat at the start there. Well, that's because I will throw in the sequel for Ashes 2063 into the mix at the end of this review called Afterglow. Now it's time for the story. I'm going to try my absolute best and explain the story as simple as I can, for one reason, and that is because this is the most immersed I have ever been in a GZDoom game ever. This game is the true definition of what I mean when I say I want a story in all the storyless games that I review. The story in this game heightened the experience for me so much that it's actually hard to find words to describe it. And that immersion that I'm talking about, it mostly comes from dialogue with friendly NPCs and the incredible environments that this game offers. And there is reading in this game. Yep, this is another read 'em up games that I can't stand. But hear me out. The developers managed to make the text so short but still so impactful that even I did not skip a single word in the dialogues. And that, my friends, is nothing short of incredible. Now, you might actually be interested in hearing the absolute basics of the story, as I said that I would give to you. Because the basics is all that you're getting here, because I don't want to spoil the experience for you whenever you decide to play this game. Now, my friends, here comes the basics. Get ready to enter a post-apocalyptic world that's like Mad Max meets Fallout, with tons of radiation, mutant monsters and different factions wanting to eat your skin alive. You are not some fancy hero with special powers, my friends. You are a good old-fashioned scavenger. That means you're going to have to scavenge throughout abandoned buildings and fight off gangs, just to get your hands on some decent gear. But the real action starts when you hear a mysterious radio signal coming from the ruins of a nearby metropolis. So pack up your bags and get ready to rumble, because you're about to embark on a journey to find the source of that radio tune. Sounds very interesting, right? It's super basic. As I said, I would only give you the basics. But somehow it is yet effective, having this mysterious signal that you don't really know what it is, coming from a metropolis. It's intriguing. It is very intriguing, in my opinion, that is. Did I say that it's really immersive? It's really immersive. Now, let's jump to the gameplay. Now, when it comes to the gameplay, I'm going to be completely honest here, as I always am. It's not as good as the story or storytelling. Don't get me wrong, the story is insanely good and the gameplay is good. But the floaty Doom movement, they are here, which I never really liked. It feels like you're constantly walking on ice and it makes platforming very hard. And honestly, you can hate me all you want, but I stand very firmly on my two legs with this opinion. You can't rob me on that. I don't like Doom movement. Period. Luckily, there is very minimal amount of platforming in this game. You're literally forced to platform jump once in the game, and that is in the tutorial. Phew. Now the guns, they are pretty amazing. You got your fairly standard arsenal of weapons. 2 pistols, 2 shotguns, and as we all know, I freaking love shotguns in games, and these pack a punch. I'm so happy for that. And we got a few more guns and tools, some with alternate fire modes and some without. But most importantly are the shotguns. And they deliver, I'm so happy to say that. The audio is there, the punch is there, and the damage output, it feels just right. Now, there is one thing I am missing when it comes to the shotguns especially, and that is they could have added a little more screen feedback when firing. But it is a minor detail that might just be able to be turned on in the settings. I have no idea. I cannot find it. On the other hand, I can't find anything in GZDoom options. They are messy to say the least, and I will probably never learn the layouts of them. Hey, did I mention that this game is completely free? Even if you want to give the developers some money for this, they won't take it. At least that's what I saw from a couple of comments that I read on the forums. Which is absolutely insane if you ask me. They truly deserve something for this masterpiece. So, give your money to me instead. Become a member on the YouTube channel. What are you waiting for? You get perks, you get my attention, you get to waste your money on me. Perfect. Now the enemies. They are not incredibly varied. You got your mutants, monsters, and gang members, with some bosses scattered here and there. But every new enemy that gets introduced changes up the difficulty level in what feels like a fair way, just as any good single-player game should do. So I would dare to say that the enemies that are there are really well thought out, and they add to making the gameplay good. Also, I did mention there were bosses, right? They're pretty cool, but they don't offer any spectacular mechanics to them. But the designs are god-awful, and I love looking at their sprites. Now the level design, it's nothing spectacular either, but what makes it good is its variation. You will always be in this post-apocalyptic setting, but every level still manages to feel fresh, with locations that differ quite a lot from each other, and they are smack full with tons of references and Easter eggs scattered throughout each level. Also, you get your standard secrets that you can hunt for, which is not such a bad idea in this game, and I'll explain exactly why. In this game, your guns, they use bullets. These bullets are most important, because if you miss one shot, you can count on getting one back in your face very quickly. And not only that, sometimes, not all of the time, but sometimes the ammo feels very scarce throughout your playthrough. So ammo is not always easy to come by, and you might be missing a bit of health because you missed a couple of shots and you got some in your face. And this is where the secrets will help you replenish what you lost, aka bullets and health. Now, there is another highlight to this gameplay, and that is the bike, but it's fucking awful. With the same floaty movement as your legs, it's an awful experience, and it really breaks the immersion when you have to ride it. Why? Well, take a look at this. And that's meant to be this badass biker moment riding in the sunset, but it really is everything except for that. Now, I did not even mention that you can go to restaurants, bars, merchants, and refill both ammo and health. And the currency used in this game is scrap. So melee every single box that you see, because there might be some scrap hidden in it. And that was the tip of the day from Slim. Okay, the graphics, they are quite standard in this for being a GZDoom game. To my knowledge, it doesn't really do anything special with anything. But with that said, my knowledge of the technicalities with a graphics engine is very limited, so don't bash me too hard if I'm wrong here, okay? Or do it, it's completely up to you, do whatever you want. However, that is not to say that it doesn't look good, because it does look really good, and I've come to appreciate my pixely and low poly games a lot, and this just proves once again that even a game with very old school graphics can be just as immersive as, let's say, a Fallout game. Graphics does not define a game if it's fun or not. But from my experience with GZDoom games, it doesn't feel like this stands out in the graphics department in any way, shape or form. Now the audio in this game, it is really good. The music from Primeval is something really extra in this game. And honestly, I have yet to find a game with a bad soundtrack that Primeval worked on, but apart from the music, the footsteps, enemies and guns, heck even the bike, it all sounds good. Nothing feels out of place and everything is well mixed with gunshots being the loudest thing you hear when firing, just as it should be. I especially came to fancy the sound of the revolver. Did you hear that? It's just, it's like pouring chocolate into your ears. Wait, what? It sounds good. That's what I meant to say. Did I mention the music in this game? Oh damn, the music is so damn good in this game. If you think that the game actually looks like ass, well, then play it for the music, because the music is chef's kiss. You won't regret it. Now in conclusion, friends, oh yeah, no, wait, Ashes 2063 Afterglow. I almost forgot, the sequel. I'm going to give you the best review that I can on it. Don't play it before you play Ashes 2063, because it picks up right after where the first one left off. And if you liked Ashes 2063, well, you're gonna love Afterglow. It has better level design, more interactivity, crafting, more enemies, more weapons, more rideable things, with shitty movement, more details, less linear progression. You can literally revisit any area you have been to at any time via the main hub area. More explosions, more story, more Ashes the game. So in conclusion, both of these games are some of the absolute best that you can possibly find in this world. The quality to price ratio on these games is through the roof. Play it, get it, buy the soundtrack to somewhat support the development. And for the love of everything, don't miss these awesome games.